The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh. And promise not to leave nothing left. If you vomit, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.
Da 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 da. What's up, party people? Yeah. Just hit me. What's up, party people? Thanks for joining Mike Robertson Blvd live on a September Tuesday night. Damn, September the, what's today? The 8th to 8th. Damn, boys, moving on along, party people. Moving on along. Well, look, I got a nice, hell of a dope show for y'all tonight. And like many of my shows, we're going to get right into it because at the end, you're going to wish we had more minutes. God damn it. Live in the house. Oh, well, let me say hi to Poetess first. How you doing, Poetess? Raise the roof. She said, what up? What's up, y'all? Hey, so anyway, in the house tonight, I got one of my comedy brethren that is getting busy on the scene, man. Comedian, producer of the Sugar Shack, performing on big stages, little stages, in front of the top-notch stars and everything, man. So we're going to dig into this brother's story because you never heard a story like this. Give it up for my man, Stacey Taylor.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it.
What up? How you doing, dog?
I'm doing good, man.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to freedom.
Cheers to freedom. Cheers to freedom means something different to everybody, right?
Yeah, it really does. It really does. Definitely for me, it means a whole lot more than most people. You know what I mean? My freedom is really freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Freedom is really freedom,
yes,
huh? To you,
for me,
huh?
yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Man, well, you know, we could go ahead and get into it because you have been doing comedy now for what, 2 years now?
I've been doing comedy for about 3 years now.
3 years now. Okay, 3 years now. And you had a limitation because why?
Well, I was in prison I had a life sentence in prison. So.
Man.
And I wound up doing 23 years of that life sentence. Well, not 23, 22 years, 10 months, 11 days, 32 minutes, 52 seconds. Give a check on the second because I was crying out my left eye, Got to keep it gangster, you know what I mean? So got a little blurry, so. Yeah.
Damn, man, 22, damn near 23 years,
23
bro.
Years. Yes,
really?
Yeah.
Damn. Now, did you was that your time from the beginning?
No, I had a life sentence from the beginning. So I had life with the possibility of parole. So after so long being in prison, they started considering me for parole. But it took me 8 additional more years to get out because I had been fucking up so much.
Damn.
Yeah, I went to 5 parole board hearings. On the 5th one, they finally let me out.
Really?
Yes.
Damn. Oh, okay. So 8 years earlier, you could have got out?
It was a possibility I could have got out if I wouldn't have been fucking up. But
damn.
I was 22 when I got to the pen. So it's like I got a life sentence. I'm 22. It's like
It's like,
I got to be here. I'm gonna be here comfortably. You know what I'm saying? The only thing people in prison understand is violence. You know
right.
So let me be violent. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So and that's how that went. You
had to come in there like, leave me the hell alone.
Well, I wasn't no hell of a guy, but my name kind of preceded me. You know what I mean? Before I got to the pen, I've been out in these LA streets since I was a kid. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Then I played all the juvenile halls, the camp programs, the YA. So it was like I wasn't a stranger. You know what I mean?
Right.
To the jailhouse world. So I just kept graduating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Juvenile hall, graduate to camp to YA to the pen. You know what I'm saying? I made it to college. God damn it, did I learn? Boy, it was a real college learning experience too, boy. They say the 2 greatest places in the world you can learn at is college and prison. That's the most knowledge is in two of them places right there.
Damn.
Without a doubt. Believe it.
Man.
Believe that.
Kids out there, man, choose the college route,
Please,
man.
the college. It's costly, but the prison costs more. You understand? It really does. Believe me. Take it from me. I know.
Wow, man. That is crazy. So you started off with a life sentence. So really, you didn't know if you would ever get out, right?
I didn't know if I would ever get out.
Wow.
And so that's why I was fucking up, because, like, I'm not going home. Shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and then, like, about 2005, I picked this book up called The Secret, and it changed my whole existence of living.
Really?
Yeah, because The Secret is a book talk about energy. And it tell you if you change your thoughts, you can change your life. I said, well, shit, that ain't hard to do. I'm a little dummy, but I know how to change my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I can do that part. Let me see if this shit work. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
And I changed my thoughts, and it talked about energy and how the energy you put out in the universe come back to you. And I said, let me apply this. And I started applying it. And as you see, I changed my thoughts, and I no longer sit in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that shit really works, man. I read that shit too, by the way.
It works.
And it's like the law of attraction.
The law of attraction.
And your thoughts are powerful, man.
Thoughts become things.
Yeah, thoughts become things, man. And you sit around thinking about this shit all day long, whatever it is.
Thoughts become things.
Your subconscious mind don't know the difference between whether that's a good thing for you or not. It just tries to achieve those things.
That's right.
Yep.
Wherever that energy is focused at, that's what the universe is going to draw to you. We like magnets.
Yeah.
We draw people and things to us.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. So when you changed your thoughts, what did you change them to?
Shit, everything I thought the first time, I did the opposite, because the first thought was always fucked up shit. That was always fucked up. So I said, I'm going to do the opposite of that, because that shit's always wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I just started, I got clarity. You know what I mean? It gave me a sense of clarity as far as like, the things that I did, and I had to start looking and say, okay, when I did that, I got this reaction. So if I do this, I get a better reaction. So let me work with that. You know what I mean? So I changed how I greeted people, talked to people, you know what I mean? I changed how my energy, because like energy is serious. Some people you can meet for the very first time, you don't even know this person. You can just feel it and be like, I don't like that motherfucker,
right.
dog.
Yeah,
just off the bat, you feel it. Then there's some of them you meet and you feel like you've been knowing him forever. You just met him for the first time. Man, what's up, man? Oh, man, my brother, man. You be like, I like this dude, man, because that's the energy that he exudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the universe. So yeah.
Yeah, and if that energy is remotely close to your energy, you'll connect.
You go because the law of attraction.
Right.
Without a doubt.
Damn. And one could go even one step further and say you attracted that person to you.
You attract everything and everybody to you that's in your life, good, bad,
Yeah.
or indifferent. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all with your thoughts.
Yeah.
Because thoughts become things.
Man,
Without a doubt.
this is not fake shit right here, man. That's real.
It's real life.
So you got there. How old were you when you got there?
I went to jail at 22.
22.
I got to prison at 23.
Okay, so you were an adult already.
I was an adult already.
Damn. So what does one do to get life at 22?
Well, shit, you can do a bunch of shit. I did. Shit. For one, the first thing I did, I got busted with 40 gallons.
40 gallons.
Of PCP.
40 gallons of PCP.
And a kilo of cocaine and some couple ounces of weed. And so while I'm out on bail on that case, 2 years fighting that case, I catch an aiding and abetting attempted murder robbery.
Okay, look, let's not jump past the 40 gallons of PCP.
40 gallons of PCP.
First of all, where do you even have 40 gallons? In a big-ass truck or something?
I had it in the house. Well,
you had it in the house.
Yeah, it was in the house.
Oh, it was in the house. Okay, so you was cooking it?
Well, we used to cook it, but we just we was getting ready to put the show together. And long story short, some bullshit happened, so I had to wind up moving it from where it was to my house, to my little spot I had. And the smell and all that shit, somebody called, and next thing you know, they was in that.
Smell.
They had that motherfucker surrounded and the block quarantined and people with hazmat uniforms
like
on.
like, yeah.
No, they had the hazmat uniforms on. They came and quarantined the whole block. We don't know what the smell is. We need to get everybody out the block. They came in hazmat uniforms and trucks and everything else. I said, shit.
Damn.
I was down the street. The funny part about it, I was down the street sitting in the car with my brother and my girlfriend at the time when they went and raided the house. And I drove off that motherfucker so fast. Man, woo, shoot.
40 gallons.
Yes,
Let me tell you a story, man. I never fucked with no PCP before.
Smart man.
But I was with some dudes, right?
Yeah.
My cousin and another cat and me was in the backyard. and they was selling some PCP, right?
Yeah.
They had this little tiny little bottle, right? Tiny.
Yeah.
And they was like basically dipping it in the bottle just a little bit and then sucking on it to draw it into the cigarette, right?
Yes, sir.
A little bit. So that's why I'm tripping off of these 40 gallons. Now, look, I didn't hit it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were smoking it.
Yeah.
But I was right there.
You felt the fumes.
I felt it, man.
Very strong.
That shit got me good. And so what happened is, dude, they had the wet, and then they had a regular joint.
Yeah.
So him putting his finger on the shirt on the PCP shit
that's
and
enough.
putting it on the joint.
That's enough.
Put it in the joint, man.
That's enough.
So I hit the roach. I just hit the roach,
You
man.
was
Through. Woo-hoo!
You was through.
On the way to the airport to catch a plane from Seattle back to LA, man, I was cooked, man.
You was through.
Off of like that little bit, man.
It's powerful.
Damn. So 40 gallons, that's some serious shit. That's enough for like the state and shit.
Man, wasn't playing.
Damn.
So yeah.
So did you think about becoming a comedian while you were in prison?
Well, you know what? The fun, I always wanted to be a comedian as I was a little child. I was a little kid. I knew all the Richard Pryor albums. To this day, I can still recite his albums from word for word. Eddie Murphy, you know, all. So, but, you know, I was funny. I used to be the guy who used to bag on the block all the time.
Yeah.
When I was young, I used to rip motherfuckers apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I talked about my mama, so the next nigga mama didn't stand a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's straight out. You know, my mama had three sons and 4 baby daddies. You understand what I'm saying? You do the math.
Right.
You understand what I'm
You
saying?
had to be on your P's and Q's.
So did nobody stand a chance with me, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, and I always wanted to be a comedian as a kid, but, you know, then about 11 years old, I bumped into this cat who moved in front of me, was a weed dealer, became my partner, you know what I mean? I got to hanging out with him. He gave me the game, and by 12, I was selling weed. I was like, shit, I'm going to get this money. By 13, I was selling crack, and I was like, I'm really getting this money now. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, it wasn't no looking back.
There was no looking back.
Nah.
But did it even seem like a reality to you, being a comedian way
Well,
back then?
As you know, as a child, I think it did, but it was like, you know, by the time I got to the age and stages to take that leap, I was already lost already. You know what I mean? I was lost in the sauce. You know, I had a bunch of money. I was out here living a great life.
Right,
you know what I mean?
all that.
It was like, I don't want to be
Ain't
no
no
comedian
going
now.
back. You didn't even think about it no more.
Never,
huh?
wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah.
And then when I got to the pen and got a life sentence, you know, and I was sitting there, you know, just replaying my life out, you know what I mean? And,
Right.
you know, thinking, you know, future plans ahead if something do, you know, change. I said, if I ever get back out and be a comedian, that's my goal. That's
Really?
what I was made here for. Without
Wow.
a doubt.
So you recognized it like
Without
that,
a
huh?
doubt, Without a doubt. As soon as I came home, that's how I wound up getting. That's how everything, you know, how it happened was I had a partner too that had a life sentence with me. He went to board and around the same time I did. We both got found suitable, and we both got out around about the same time. Now, the whole time I'm in prison, I'm telling these cats, you know, hey, I'm going to be a comedian when I get back out there, yada, yada, yada. He bumps into this lady named Sunda Coonecrest. She on the LA School of Comedy. And she hands him a flyer. He said, I'm not funny, but my partner funny as a motherfucker. Let me call him. Called me on the phone right then and there.
While you was in or out?
I'm out. I'm out. We met him out now. We both got out now. We just get home. I've been home like about that. I got out in December. This happened in March.
Okay, kind of quick.
So he put me on the phone with her. She's like, oh, how you doing? I hear you funny. I do a class every Wednesday, a free trial. Come on down there, check it out. Went down there. Never done stand-up before in my life. Looked at them like I look at people in the neighborhood and just went on one about how I came home and how shit was different, you know. Like, you know, I first came home, the very first time I came home, I went to use the restroom. I didn't know how to use the restroom. I took a piss, you know what I mean? Peed on my hand a little bit because I'm a little hung, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? And then went to go to wash my hands, and I couldn't, with no knobs on the sink to turn the water on, so I'm lost like a mother. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm tripping. I know it's got to be some knobs, how you turn the water on, how this shit work? So I'm in there trying to figure out how to turn the water on, and about 5-10 minutes later, a little white man walk in to use the restroom. He stick his hand on the faucet, the water come. I said, oh, shit. Who did this bullshit? I don't know. Who did shit, put a sign or something on this motherfucker? So, you know, I'm a kid at heart. I get to playing in the water.
this little censor shit.
I didn't know. I've been in jail 20 years. I don't know about a censor. I don't know about
knives.
knives.
Who the hell know about that, right?
I know about knives.
Wow.
That's it. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
But that's life. It really
what was some other stuff that tripped you out when you first came?
Dudes wearing skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans?
Yeah, why would a grown man want to put a skinny jean? A whole grown man. And then some of these niggas is built like they mamas from the back. Some of these niggas got childbearing hips. I know you done seen these niggas now.
Yes,
I ain't the only nigga been driving down the street and thought I was looking at a woman that's just a nigga. God damn. This nigga here.
You do have to pay attention.
You got to
extra
pay
little
attention.
look and shit.
You got to pay attention. So, you know.
Wow, skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans. Sex done change.
What you mean?
Sex like Fear Factor out here now. I left the street. I was lying about eating pussy. Niggas, I eating the whole ass now. You understand what I'm saying? They don't give a damn.
You said I was lying about it.
I was lying about it. We was all lying about eating pussy. Come on now. You know, if you told a nigga eat pussy, you couldn't hit the 40, you couldn't hit the joint. You got the roach and everything.
Yeah.
Now these niggas admittedly just eat ass out here. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But the
damn.
same nigga eat ass. He go to Burger King, tell me he don't want no onions, no tomatoes. Hold up.
Yeah.
How you eat a whole turd, nigga? You don't want no onions or lettuce. How you got a taste for shit, but not vegetables? I don't get it.
Lord.
True story.
I know.
I can't make this shit up.
What? And then there's like phones. The phones were a trip, right? Now, did you have access to phones? Like these phones,
Well, I was selling
smartphones?
phones before I came home from the
Smartphones?
penitentiary. I was selling phones
Okay.
from the penitentiary.
So
I
you
actually
knew-
met my wife on a legal cell phone I bought from the police.
Really?
True story. I can't make this shit up.
Well, what you mean?
I was 17 years in the pen.
Uh-huh.
Got my phone. Bought me a phone. I'm hooked up with the police. We running phones from prison to the, for the streets, and we making it happen. I'm on Facebook. I got a friend I've been knowing since she was a kid. I don't know how Facebook worked. I'm just getting on Facebook. My friend put a post up, say good morning. I say good morning to my friends. Then my wife said good morning to my friend, but didn't say good morning to me. I said, this is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She ain't gonna speak. I thought this was a social network. I thought we socialize on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I said something
People
to her.
don't socialize no more?
Yeah.
What's up?
So I said something to her, and we laughed and sparked up a conversation and shit. Here it is here, shit. 9 years later.
Really?
Yeah, she stuck by. I was in 17 years at the time, so I sold myself like a used carsman would sell a car. I said, listen, baby, them niggas' dicks wore out there. My shit been off the road for 17 years. You know what I'm saying? It's got a good title on it. Yeah. It ain't salvage, you know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker run good because I done started it up throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? So I know it runs. You know what I'm saying? So she bought off into me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
And here we sit. You know what I mean?
Wow, man. So that's special, man.
That's special. It really is. She's still around.
Man, so did you actually get married while you were there?
Met her in 2011, married her in 2013, came home 2016, December.
Wow, man. You got some game, homie. That's you nigga gotta have some game to get a chick that's on the outside to be like, I love you, baby. I'll wait. That's game.
Waited 6 years.
Man, that is game. Wow. And were
The
you
real-
far?
It ain't even game, it's just real conversation.
No, not game. Well, we call it game.
But
yeah.
But I got to clear it up for the people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
It ain't no right.
See what it is that...
It ain't a scam.
No,
You see,
it ain't a
right?
scam. See, what it is that guys really don't have too much conversation. Nothing in depth to talk about that's going to stimulate a woman's mind.
Right.
So when she ran across me, and it's like she's talking to this dude talking about the secret and energy and, laws of attraction and what the heck, this is... this is stimulating.
It's
I ain't never
special.
had this kind of conversation with a dude about,
About nothing.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yes.
That's beautiful,
That's
man.
beautiful.
That's a great story right there. So when you got home,
I blew it back out. Oh, no, go ahead.
She's like, what's all that shit you was talking about? What's all that shit you was saying you was about to do,
Yes,
huh?
sir. Yes,
Huh? Where you at with that?
Yes, sir.
Nah, that's dope, man. So you met her then, and then you came home, and just been beautiful.
Been beautiful. Best it could be, you got your ups and downs. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But,
That's the regular stuff. But I mean, just
we still together.
yeah, to have somebody that was down for you like that.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So, okay, so you went to the comedy
LA School of Comedy.
workshop.
LA School of Comedy.
LA School of Comedy, and you got on stage. How was it that first time?
It was like I was born for the stage. Like I said, I
Really?
went up there, I got up there, and I did such a great job. She called me the next day, and she say, "I want to be your manager. I want to work with you."
Oh, really?
So I came
Hold
up
on,
there.
let me just get you a little. Yeah.
So I came up there the next Wednesday. She was late. She part black, so the black part of it was late.
Oh, yeah.
As usual, you know what I mean? But it's this white guy out there. we and him talking. He waiting on her, I'm waiting on her. We get to talking. I tell this dude my story. Come to find out, let me tell you the rest of the story. So I tell him my story. I go in, I do my little set. I'm in the halfway house. I got a time. I got to get back. So I Uber. I got to get up out of there. I can't watch him do his set because I got to get back. She was late. So next day she called me again. She said, hey, remember the white guy you was talking to? I said, yeah, I remember him. Cool dude. What's up with him? She said he like you. I said, I don't get down like that. Y'all got me fucked up because I was in the pen. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down like that. Y'all got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, no, not like that. He's a billionaire. He on the Westfield malls, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, yeah. Long story short, Peter Drysdale used to own the Westfield malls at the time I met him. He was a billionaire, took a liking to me, gave me a contract for $50,000. I signed it, bought me a BMW, and flew me around for a whole year to tell jokes.
Really?
Within 4 months of me being home from getting out of jail to doing 22 months, 10, all that shit I did.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
22 years.
22 years, 10 months, all that there. You know what I'm saying? 4 months I was sitting in New York City in the big-ass hotel on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, looking at like, this is amazing.
Wow.
I am really not in jail no more. Somebody pinch me. You know what I'm saying? So that's my Mr. Drummond, and I'm Arnold. So what you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
Mr. Drummond.
Yes, sir. That's my Mr. Drummond.
So what, you was posted up in his spot out there? Or something?
No, he just hotels everywhere, every state I went. I mean,
Really?
yeah, hotel.
Just to go out there to get down, to get busy?
Tell jokes.
Yeah.
We did Stand Up New York and Don't Tell Mamas. When I was down there, we did 2 shows down there, and then we went from there to Washington. Then we at the same time we were shooting a little what they call a reality show. Shot a little reality show. How comedy can bring everybody together. Here's a prisoner. Here's a billionaire.
Right.
The other dude was a doctor. A psych. But he was a comedian too. But how all this comedy had brought us together. And Sunda was a comedian already. You know what I mean? But just how comedy can bring different people together from different aspects of life. You know what I mean? Because funny is universal.
That's what it does. It brings people together, man.
Without a doubt.
This shit is medicine, man.
Without a doubt. For the soul.
Yeah.
It's like taking a laundromat to the soul. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You with a good laugh. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Right. A good laugh, a good cry, and a good nut is the best 3 things you could ever get in the whole life. I'm just saying, it's from my experience. I could be wrong from everybody else. But mine, them 3 has been amazing to me.
For me, I'm going to throw sleep up in that motherfucker, man. I
can sleep when I die. Sleep when I die, goddamn. Shit. Sleep when I die.
Well, you would feel that way, man. You get enough sleep to last you.
That's right. I've been asleep a long time. I've been the Walking Dead. Shit. Yes, sir.
Walking Dead.
Walking
So was
Dead.
that your first time going to New York and all these places?
Man, that was my first time going to New York, Washington. Yeah, Vegas I'd been to, but yeah, all the places we went, the first time I'd ever been in them places. Free of charge. Let me tell you something about flying free. Ain't nothing like flying free. You ain't got to worry about no hotels, food, travel, none of that. I didn't have to worry about nothing.
Wow.
I just had to show up. That was it. My job was just to show up.
Damn.
I said, this is beautiful. I can show up. This is easy.
Man.
Beautiful, man. And just be me. That was the crazy part about it. Show up and just be myself.
Now, what was all your people saying at this time?
They was amazed. See, because I told everybody, I'm coming home and being a comedian. No, you funny, but you ain't
That
comedian funny.
Right.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And now they watching me at my comedy club. You know what I'm saying? Every Thursday night, the nigga they didn't think was that funny.
Right.
Been on the stage with Mike Epps, Cat Williams, you know what I mean? Sherry Shepherd, Scrancho, you know what I mean? Chris Spencer, just to name a few, you know what I mean? So,
wow.
and it's all within, I only been home 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Only. Okay, so when you were a kid or prior to going to the pen for that stretch, right, had you flown around and been on planes and all that stuff?
I traveled dope to Oklahoma, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Arizona.
I
was in the game. Yes,
you was in the game.
Yes, I was in the game.
Yeah. You had money.
Yes, sir. I was in the game. I was moving around.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
we
sir.
did say 40 pounds, 40 gallons.
Yes,
man.
sir. I was moving around. And at the time, each gallon was $6,000 a pop. So you do the math.
What's what?
It was $6,000 a pop each gallon.
For the gallons?
40 gallons, 6,000. That's a lot of 6,000.
Man, tell me about it. I can count that real fast. And one thing that's a trip too, when you think about like coming out into the world and everything, you have to be like really creative when you're in jail, right? Just to have regular everyday stuff,
Oh yeah, to some degree. You got to have a lot of ingenuity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To make things, work for yourself. You know what I mean? So,
From making meals.
Making wine, making wheels, making knives, You know, making remote controls to turn your TV, you know, everything.
Damn.
Making lighters, because you can't got no lighters in there. So you making lighters.
Damn, you make a lighter?
Man, they making everything in that motherfucker, man.
God damn.
They even making fifis.
Fifis?
You lost? You don't know what a fifi is?
No, fifis are God made.
No. A fifi in prison is a nigga put a sock with the rubber glove in it, with the lotion in it, and they jack off to the mother. That's a fifi.
Oh, that's a fifi? See, I ain't
they
never
making
done that.
fifis in prison.
Hey, I ain't never done that.
You ain't never been in the bin. You ain't never been in the bin.
Oh, man, you making fifis, man. I learn something new every day on Mike Robertson.
They making shit in prison, Jack.
Wow, man. So you made wine, too?
Made wine, everything, man.
Damn, now how does one make wine?
Well, you get rotten fruit.
Rabbit fruit?
Rotten fruit.
Oh, rotten fruit.
And then you smash it up and you let it get rotten to the core where you get a little smell on it. And then you pour whatever kind of juice you're going to pour on it.
What do you mean juice? Like orange juice or something?
Orange juice, apple juice.
Oh, okay.
Grapefruit juice, whatever. Pour the juice on it. And then put some sugar on it. And the pulp from the smashed up oranges that you done smashed up, that you done let rot out, it eats all the sugar up and turns it into alcohol. Then you just strain it. And then you got you some drink. And then you want to make some moonshine, you burn that off. And then it's 100 proof. You like straight 100 proof. You can light it up and set it on fire.
No shit.
Straight
Burn
moonshine.
it off and it's
Burn
straight
it off.
moonshine?
Moonshine.
Damn.
Yes, sir. So very creative in prison.
Damn.
Yeah.
So fools be faded in they cell.
Oh,
huh?
faded, man. Faded, super faded. Falling out, going to the police, tripping on the police. No nigga drunk. He want to talk shit, want to fight with the police. Fuck the police. Oh, what the police says. Yeah, nigga get drunk, tripping. You know, motherfucker.
Oh, wow, man. Now, how did they receive you in these other markets? New York,
Love me.
Detroit, all these other places.
Love me, man.
Yeah, so
Love
you just
me.
get up on stage and just tell your story,
my
and that's
story.
all that's all it takes.
That's it. I just tell my story.
Now,
I just have a knack of knowing how saying things to make them sound funny to people.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, I've always been a great storyteller, like I said, but I grew up listening to Richard Pryor. I could recite and grew up listening to Eddie Murphy, so I get the stories. You know, I'm fascinated with being able to create a story and make it funny. You know what I mean? And yeah. That's my
I did
thing.
all that shit too. I had when my pops had the records, man.
Yeah.
And I listened to that shit 100
That's what I
times,
did.
bro.
Them records, man.
Spin it back like Bicentennial Nigger and
All
all that shit.
Super
man.
nigga.
Super nigga. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
All that, man. That's special, man. I mean, that's like exciting because, you know, to be able to just tell your own story and for the people to feel it, that had to give you some rewards, right?
Well, man, it did. You know, it's like, you know, like I said, I always had that gift to be able to, you know, to make stories funny. So I knew when I came home, just like every day, just like coming home was just like such a shock to me after all these years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a true story. I can't make it up. When I was in prison, I was in Lancaster State Prison. So I used to always hear about people getting hit on the freeway. I was like, why is motherfuckers on the freeway? I couldn't figure it out in the pen. I don't know why motherfuckers keep getting hit on the freeway. Why is you walking on the freeway?
Right.
Then I'm coming home. We driving home from Lancaster, and I look on the freeway side of it when we get a little closer to L.A., and I see people living on the side of the freeways. And I say, this why motherfuckers getting hit. Because I never seen people living.
Right.
This was some new shit. I know. The bums was Skid Row. You know how to find them. You wanted a bum? He was Skid Row. That's where you wouldn't find them at. But now they outside the motherfucking house. You walk outside, get a light from the nigga. Let me get a light from you. I left my light in the house, nigga. Yes, I say right there. Yes, I said, motherfucker, right there now. Yes,
I left my light in my tent, man. Hold on, man.
Yeah, this nigga, he can give you a light. You know.
Wow.
Shit. And then they got lights in the tents. And when I first come out, I see at night I be driving. I see motherfucker in the tent with lights on. I see motherfucker got lights.
Man.
I said, give me a toilet. I'm liable to shack up next to a motherfucker because this is free living here, Jack.
Yeah.
Shit. Give me a good toilet, man. I gotta take a good shit. I can't take shits in buckets. I'm not accustomed to that. I need a good toilet with flushing. You know what I mean? So if they can figure that out.
Flushing.
Some good flushing, yeah. Because you know I gotta drop my shit and drown it. You know what I mean? Can't let that shit linger around. Ooh, smell like death. Jesus.
Hilarious, man. Now, did it trip you out with folks having all this access to cameras? Like everybody got a camera on their phone?
Hey, man, I learned that in prison, I'm telling you. That's when I learned in prison that a lot of women been wanting to be porn stars for years. They just needed a camera.
They just needed
a camera. camera.
Some privacy.
That's all they needed, man. I'm telling you, Jack. You give a woman a camera and some privacy, she is a porno star for you.
On, huh?
Yeah, I learned it in prison fast. I'm telling you, but all I wanted, let me play myself for you. By all means, will you please do so for me?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What are you waiting for?
Yes.
Let me clean my screen so I can get a clear view of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Practice on me,
Yes,
goddammit.
Yeah.
Do
You can call his name. I don't even give a damn.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
one enjoying the show. I don't give a two fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you come, it works for me.
Do you trip off of these dudes, man, that be out here filming their crimes and shit?
They the biggest idiots I ever seen.
The biggest what?
The biggest idiots I ever seen.
Man.
If they had bigger brains, they'd be bigger dummies. No, real talk. How you do a crime and then film it? Then put it on social media.
Yeah, on
And
live.
then, you telling on yourself. Them a nigga snitching. No, you the snitch.
Yeah.
You snitched on you. You should stab yourself. You's a snitch. Stab yourself. And then you a goddamn stick yourself. Like the boy, Superfly. Stick yourself.
Yeah.
Stick yourself. No, the Mac. Stick yourself. Remember they told the boy,
Yeah.
Pretty Tony. Stick
Yeah.
yourself.
That's what they need to do, man.
Stick they self.
I be tripping off of these fools,
Me too.
man. Like,
then they go to jail.
just think then they go to jail, then it's all over. Here you are busting out your window, and so that everybody can see you doing it, then you going right to jail,
You go
dog.
right to jail.
What the hell kind of trade-off is that?
Stupidity at its finest.
Man, we used to want somebody to not know nothing we was doing.
That was the whole key to the subject of doing crime.
Yeah.
You stayed anonymous.
Yeah.
That was the key to crime.
Yeah.
It was anonymous crime. Somebody else got broke into? Who did it? We don't know shit.
Man,
we don't
yeah.
know nobody.
We don't
Motherfucker
know.
got killed? We don't know. Shit.
Nobody knows.
Motherfucker got robbed? We don't know.
It's that shit called, the word for it is clout chasing, man.
Clout chasing. Ain't that some shit?
You got to do that for clout, man. With the world gotten to that point where your ass is so worthless and you ain't got no skills, no talents, you can't do shit. You got to chase clout like that.
Hey, listen. You can get pussy for likes out here. I learned since I've been on. Like enough pictures, you can get you some pussy. You ain't got to get dressed. See, back in the day, you had to get dressed up.
Yeah.
Put your best clothes on, get your Stacey, shine your shit up.
Put some Murray's grease in.
Put some Murray's on, man. You had to put your cool water cologne on. You know, you went out to get fresh.
Yeah.
You went hunting.
Yeah.
Now you just hunting your draws on social media and just like pictures. And don't love a couple of them, boy. You really in.
Ooh,
oh, my Jesus.
it's a wrap.
You can get liked for pussy. I was blown away when I seen that. I said, shit, all you got to do is like enough pictures and get some pussy. Shit, this is amazing. You young niggas got it good.
Yeah, they got it amazing, man.
And sisters giving head out here now. That's something I learned since I came on.
Oh, that's new.
Because sisters wasn't sucking no dick in the 80s and the 90s.
Nah, that's new.
If you got your belly button kissed, you was a happy motherfucker
Oh,
now.
you was doing a lot.
Yes, you were. You go tell somebody.
Yeah, you was doing
Nigga,
a
Mike.
lot.
She
Ooh.
kissed my belly button.
She
You like,
got
that bitch a
close.
freak.
Yeah.
You got a freak. She got a sister, nigga. You got a sister. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be all excited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, now they spit on the motherfucker. Yes,
She got close, baby.
First time I got my shit spit on, I didn't know how to react. I said, bitch,
Like, you
just
dissing
spit on
me?
me.
Right.
I said, well, hold on, she been spitting anyway. Spit on. Spit the fuck on. Goddamn, spit some more. Yes, I'm saying.
Why you playing me?
Spit some more. Give me a loogie, bitch.
Yeah,
Yes,
do that
I'm saying.
again.
Yeah, give me a big old loogie. Yes, come and bring it all from the back of the throat and spit on this motherfucker. As long as you gonna clean it up at the end of the day. That's all I
Since you
care about.
spitting.
Yeah, since you spitting. Spit on. Yes, sir.
Damn, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Look, are you paying attention to all this, like this, the voting and the candidates and all that stuff? Do you pay attention?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm a newsman. Get up and watch the news every morning.
Yeah.
Got to know what's going on in the world you live in.
Oh, okay. Now, what do you think about the upcoming election, man? What's your predictions?
It's tricky, man. You know, you can't count Donald Trump out. I never thought he would be in.
Right.
Here's a motherfucker that said, grab a woman by the pussy.
Yep.
When you got money, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Paid prostitutes, you know what I'm saying? Paid them off. He damn near like a brother. All his partners is going to jail around him. I don't know if you
Everybody's
noticed
going
that.
to jail,
These
yeah.
niggas going down,
They
Jack.
going
You know what I'm
down.
saying? He untouchable. This nigga like
Yeah.
Teflon down or something. So I don't know. I would hope Joe Biden, but I don't know, man.
Man,
I
it's
don't
hard to
know.
say, huh?
It really is. You know, he just gained ground in Texas in the polls on Biden right now. So
My whole thing is that I hate, I was talking about I don't know if it was last week or 2 weeks ago, but I'm tired of these motherfuckers posting all this shit about trying to get people not to vote, man.
That's
now look,
goofy.
if you don't want to vote, that's fine,
That's
right?
fine.
Withhold your vote, because
Yeah.
that's your right,
That's
right?
your right.
But don't be trying to get other motherfuckers to sit out with you and shit. Do your own thing, man. Let motherfuckers decide for themselves, man.
you know,
who
Misery
they
Love
like.
Company.
Yeah, exactly.
Misery love company. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So let me get somebody else and bring them so we can be miserable together with the same opinion, the same ideals and everything. So that's how that works. You know what I mean? So you gonna have them peoples. One thing about the world, you got everybody in it that belong in it. You know what I mean? Everybody play a part. You know what I'm saying? When you don't belong in it no more, they get rid of you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Straight out. You know what I'm saying?
Straight
So
out.
yeah, so everybody play a part. You know what I mean? So the person that opposes whatever, you know, that's his part to play.
That's
you
his
know what I
part
mean?
to
It's his
play.
part to play in life. You
True
know what I
that.
mean? Without a
True
doubt.
that. So you gotta live it your own way.
You gotta live it your way and
Yep.
just roll with it. You know
Yep.
what I mean? You know, you got to agree to disagree with people sometime. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And just keep on moving about it.
That's true.
Without a doubt.
For real though. Now, do you pay attention to what's happening on? I'm sorry, let me not say do you, because you just said you watch the news. But what do you think about what's happening with the police and our brothers? It's been happening since we've been alive.
It's been happening.
How do you feel about that fact and where we are now with that shit?
Well, it's sad that, you know, we still in the position where we still trying to get some equal rights. You know what I mean?
Right.
After being there for over 400 years, we still looking for the same shit. We still got the same, we still marching, we still giving speeches. You know what I mean? Some motherfuckers still turning the other cheeks. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's sad.
Still turning the other cheeks.
You know, it's sad that, we still in this position, but it's like, this how it is. So, you know, we got to continue to put some kind of fight up. You know what I mean? Because that's the only thing, you know, people understand. You know, protest is all we got. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
and sometimes that causes a little violence. You know what I mean? But sometimes that's how you got to get your point across. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's like open target season on us. I mean, ever since, you know, the first one, it's been like so many. You know, it's been one after another. You know what I mean? It's like we got it on camera. We don't give a fuck. We gonna keep killing you niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like,
They're so
it's
used
sad.
to it,
They're
man.
they've been getting away with it for so long.
And they've been trained that way.
And they've been getting away with it for so
So
long.
long.
And they still getting away with it. You know, Breonna Taylor still ain't nobody still been arrested.
Man, what's up with that?
How the hell that happened? How
How?
you run into a woman's house who don't have nothing to do with nothing and kill her? Excuse me. Her boyfriend has a legal gun to carry in the house. He's supposed to do. You don't announce yourself who the fuck you is.
Yeah.
And nobody's in jail at the wrong address, and the motherfucker you looking for was in jail already.
Yeah.
Somebody did not investigate that situation right.
Yeah.
How can you look for a motherfucker here in jail?
How can you even say with a straight face these fools don't need to at least be arrested, indicted, and let the jury decide? You know what I mean?
Without a doubt. So
And why they gotta shoot so many shots, man? Back in the
7
day,
times they shot the brother in the back
yeah, right, in point
in
blank
front of his
range,
kids.
right there, man.
7 times.
Like one shot to the leg wouldn't have accomplished what
That
they was
didn't
trying
accomplish.
to do.
You needed 7 shots.
Yeah,
He was really that much of a threat with his back turned to you.
walking away.
But then the white boy walked down the street with his hands up with a motherfucking AR or whatever the fuck he had, a big ass gun, and the police drove right by this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I saw you. You sent the white boy with the gun. You just drove by.
Yeah, and he was doing like this.
Yeah, he
like,
was like, yeah,
I just shot somebody.
I just killed 2 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But did you notice he did the little hand shit, the little
Man, I
white
don't give
power
a fuck
hand
what he did.
some shit, man.
That motherfucker walked by the police. They drove right by him with a
Man.
gun strapped across his chest. I've never seen a black man walk with a police with a gun nowhere.
Yeah.
And got away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Strapped to nothing.
Talking about he just killed 2 motherfuckers.
Man,
Man, I wish a black nigga would do some shit like that.
that's what I'm saying, man.
They'd have shot him, said we thought he was reaching for his gun when he was putting his hands in there. We thought he was reaching for the. Yeah, it's cold. So it's a cold world, you know. But
Yeah.
the thing of life is, go back to what we was talking about earlier, energy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Sometime we can draw that kind of energy to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can draw that energy to us. If you know, not to say that the police killing us is right, but I'm saying when you draw that kind of energy to you, the results you never know how they gonna play out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
fall asleep in you fall asleep in the drive-through.
Yeah.
The police wake you up.
Sky's the limit.
You beat them up.
Yeah.
You take their taser.
Yeah.
You humiliate them.
Yeah.
You take off running.
Yeah. You might get shot.
You may get shot.
Yeah.
You may get shot. It's a
Well,
possibility.
we do talk about that also on Mike Robertson Boulevard, that you got to be smart in these streets, man. You got to decide if you want to go home or not.
Yeah.
At the end of the night,
Yeah.
you got to decide. You know, now sometimes it ain't your choice, but sometimes it is your choice. You know what I mean? And when you're dealing with them folks who are insecure and scary and fearful and anxious and want to shoot somebody and all the things you could name, right? You got to decide on how you're going to act and present yourself to them. Because, I get a thrill out of making them think I'm respecting them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all I want to do is drive away.
That's it.
That's all I want to get to do.
I got pulled over the first time at being home about right after all the protests. Right when it started, I got pulled over on Imperial in Maine. Pulled me over. I got the moon in my car, so I had the moon open. So I stuck my hands out the moon.
Yeah.
My shit out the moon.
Yeah.
Police walked to the car. He said, "You can put your hands down." I said, "No, I won't keep my hands up." Yes, I said, "I think we all be comfortable with my hands up. I'm even be more comfortable with my hands." He said, "Now you put them down." I said, "I'm put them down real slowly now. Look,
yeah,
ain't with me now." But I'm doing it. And he see I'm joking. I ain't being facetious or disrespectful. I'm just moving down slow. I said, "Nah, I'm a stand-up comedian, man. You warned me already. I'm a stand-up comedian. So this is gonna be a funny encounter. However it turn out, it's gonna be funny." So he ran my name. "Hey, you on probation or parole?" I said, "Man, it's the first time I've been able to tell the police no." You understand what I'm saying? I am not on probation nor parole. So yeah, I am clear to go. Yeah. What's next question for you? Let me see. You got your driver's license? Oh yeah, I got that too. Yeah, I got my registration. I got that too. And I got my insurance. I am all the way legit. You understand what I'm saying? So he ran it. They come back. So "Oh yeah, you ran it." We talking. I'm laughing. Shit, hollering at him, fucking him, told him a little bit about myself. So he said, "Oh man, you got any weapons or narcotics in the car?" And I said, "Not at all." I said, "But by being in jail, I did a little reading." I said, "They say you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book." So I picked the book up. You know what I'm saying? I'm hiding shit from me in the book. I'm gonna pick the book up. Nigga, I done learned this. Look, what the fuck they been hiding up in this book up in here? Oh, these some bitches been hiding from me. So I said, I kind of know the law now. You understand what I'm saying? And the law says you cannot search my car. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I said, but now if you gonna not write that ticket, you can have a field day in this motherfucker. Right. Because that $200-300 gonna break my pockets. You know what I'm saying? I need that money. Yeah. That's the weeds man money. Yeah. Don't take the weeds man's money.
He need his
money. The weed man need his money. I can't let you take the weed man's money. He gonna be mad at me.
He need his dough.
They searched the car, but it felt so good. Because that's the first time I've been ever put over by the police that I know I wasn't going to jail at the end of the ride. Right. But nothing in there. There's always used to be something in the car. I had it good. I had to pay for the stash spots, but and I got away. But you never knew. It was always an opportunity that they could find it. You know what I mean? So this was the first time ever I knew. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't get shot, I was gonna walk away because I had nothing in that motherfucker. Yeah. And here I sit, so I didn't get shot.
And you already played it in a way that he felt comfortable enough to not have to try to be all
aggressive.
Tough guy.
Both of them was cool. Yeah. Had them both joking. Yeah. Matter of fact, I told him let me sit in the police car. When he was, I said let me sit in the police car. It's been a long time since I got back here. I got in the police car. I said, "Man, I'm fat. I can't be in this motherfucker. Man, get me out this motherfucker. Man, I can't sit back here no more. I was skinny. I know I can't go to jail no more. All fat ass would be uncomfortable the whole ride here. No way. You got me figured. I ain't going back."
Hilarious, man. Hilarious. Damn, man, so much to talk about. Okay, so you also produce your own show at the Sugar Shack.
I'm at the Sugar Shack. We're on Imperial and Western, 1827 West Imperial Highway every Thursday night. And I got my first Saturday show coming up this Saturday with a hell of a lineup. I got Scrancho, Slink Johnson, Black Jesus, and Franz. It's going to be off the chain.
Now, what made you step your game up like that and say, you know what, I'm a so soon into your comedy career, say I'm gonna start my own club?
Well, this is actually my third club.
Oh, your third club.
I came home within like 4 or 5 months of me being home. I had a club with Rod West on
Rod West.
We was on Rosecrans and Hawthorne Boulevard at the Rocket.
The Rocket.
We was there every Sunday night at the Rocket for a while.
I don't know that spot.
Then I left the Rocket. Then I went over here on Hardy and Prairie, right across the street from the new stadium.
Oh.
I was at the Hookah Lounge over there.
Oh, in the cut there.
Yeah. I did shows every other Saturday over there.
Oh, okay.
And then now I got the Sugar Shack.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's dope, man. And everybody throwing a club don't have their club cracking, man. But your club is cracking.
It's been cracking, man.
Yeah, man.
I keep the funny comedians. The atmosphere is good.
Yep.
We pot friendly, smoking up in there, so that helps a lot. You know what I'm saying? We get the pot smokers down there. We got the great food. Like I said, the atmosphere is warm. You know what I mean? It's like it's comforting. You don't go in there, everybody, like standoffish. Everybody gonna speak to you like they've been knowing you, like you've been there every day. You know what I mean? So it's a real cool establishment. Yeah.
No, that's facts right there. Now, how long you been there?
We've been there for now. I've been there 14 months now, going on 15
Damn,
months.
time flies, man.
Time flies, man. 15 months.
Wow.
Yes,
You deserve some applause for
Man,
that
thank you, my
alone,
brother.
because
Thank you.
the best of them, right?
Yeah.
Starting up clubs
Yeah.
go 6 months,
6
3 months,
Yeah.
2 months sometimes.
Yeah.
On their third week, it's like, man, this shit ain't working,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to be a year and a half, man,
Yeah.
that really means something,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I've been working.
Yeah.
Been working. A lot of promoting, you know what I mean? Then it's like, I sell myself. I'm out here and I'm talking to people and I'm sharing my story. I'm on social media, sharing my story, you know what I mean? Then, I've been blessed to be naturally funny, you know what I mean? So it ain't a hard task. When they see me interacting with them and we out there bullshitting just on the natural, they laugh. And they say, this dude, you funny on the natural, you know what I mean? So, and I get them in, you know what I mean? They come in, they come and have a good time. So
Now, who's been the person or persons that you met, maybe that you heard of before and you finally got to meet them that you really were excited to meet?
Mike Epps, you know what I mean? Mike Epps, that was, to see him on Fridays and to watch his career, span into the, the global star that he is today. Meeting him, I met.
Now, how'd you meet Mike Epps?
I met Mike Epps at the J Spot.
Oh.
With Rod West, my buddy, you know what I mean, at the time. And he introduced me to him. We hung out, you know what I mean? Then, long story short, this is funny. I got a buddy that I grew up in the streets with. We was, out here back in the days, gang banging and shit. Him and Mike is partners now. They tight as a motherfucker. So I happened to bump into him on the fluke at Mike Epps' concert. I was with it's my boy Bubba Loke. I was with Bubba Loke.
Oh, Bubba Loke.
So he took me to Mike Epps' concert. So we went to Mike Epps, and I bumped into my boy, and he's like, "Oh man, my partner ain't seen. I thought you was still gone. I'm like, you back out. I'm out. I'm a comedian now. What? Mike, my boy, get me on the show. See what you can do for me." And Christmas, his Christmas show he do at the Improv in Irvine. He got me on there for 5 minutes.
Oh, that's a big show.
Got me on there, Christmas show for 5 minutes. And that 5 minutes turned into 3 nights and 6 shows with a paycheck.
No
I
shit.
lit that motherfucker up in front of Mike Epps. I got to light it up. What you mean? Shit, for the day.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's day-day right
45,
there.
35. Yes,
Yeah.
for the day. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
y'all done met some, I met Dave Chappelle, funny as a motherfucker. He walked in Improv one day and took the stage over and commanded and went on for about an hour and smoked. I said, this motherfuckers are bad.
Right.
Only nigga smoking here. I've been trying to smoke the
Yeah.
whole time I've been in this motherfucker. This nigga just like to show on the stage. This nigga got clout. I need to
This
get to that
shit is
kind of
against
status.
the law, goddammit.
I need to get to this kind of status where I can five a blunt in this motherfucker.
Right.
Everybody got to sit and inhale the smoke I'm kicking out there in my motherfucker. So, yeah. So I done met some hell of a people. Like, I signed up, opened up for Sherry Shepherd, you know what I mean? Scrancho, my boy, he been on TVs and movies, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So, he my partner, every day I can call him, hang out. So, the comedians been really accepting me, you know what I mean? They ain't been standoffish or whatever, they've been really, accepting me, and embracing
That's
me.
dope.
without
That's
a doubt.
dope. So what's some of the stuff that's been, like more challenging about it?
Comedy or just?
Yeah, comedy.
Well, it's trying to get in places, you know what I mean? Get on certain back in when they was open, trying to get on them big stages, you know what I mean? That's a hard part, everybody played on little politics or whatever. So that's been a hard journey, and just to trip is just to see how like the comedians who has made it, how they tend to forget the struggle that they started off with, you know what I mean?
Quick.
And how they don't say, you know what, I think I should make a platform and come back and
Right.
get some brothers, because I remember with some funny brothers when I was around, so I know there's still some funny brothers who was having a hard time getting to these stages, you know what I mean? So that's one of the reasons why I carved my own place out to get my own stage, so I can get my own stage time, so I can hone my own craft, you know what I mean? Because out here trying to get it from other people, it ain't gonna work. You got to be able to get up there, and because like like I know comedy's, it's an on-the-job training. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to, I can
only
tell you
one way to
everything.
do it. It's
You know
only
what I mean?
one
But
way.
until you get up there
Yep.
and learn all the tricks of the trades that come along with it, you got to be up there. I can't tell you. I can tell it to you, but you won't get it.
You won't get it.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do? What are some of the things you learned as far as technique that now you've been in the game for a minute that you didn't really know at first that you do now?
Timing.
Timing.
Timing is the biggest thing I had to learn. You have to know how to, when you land a joke, you got to know how to let them laugh. You know what I mean? And in the process of making them laugh, you got to know how to use facial expressions, because that's key. See, gestures is key. You know what I mean? So sometimes a joke is not even funny, a person say. But the gesture he make it so damn funny.
Right.
You know, a motherfucker just roll with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that plays a part. So you got to know how to act out
Yeah.
your comedy. You know what I mean? It's got to show in your face.
Ah.
It's got to show in your, you know,
Okay,
in,
so
in
you
your
put
movement.
the acting into it.
Right.
So at first you just was kind of reciting.
At first I used to get up and just stand in front of the mic. I said, I'm gonna be a different comedian. I'm gonna just stand in front of the mic
Yeah.
and I'm gonna shoot jokes.
Yeah.
So that was my try. I put my hands in my pocket and I just shoot them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it worked out. But then somebody say, you know, you funny, but the only way you're gonna get to the next level, you got to get more animated.
Right.
You got to get more loud. You got to move your hands a little bit. You got to move around the stage a little bit. You got to command it. You got to make them follow you. Then they with you the whole way journey. So when somebody taught me that, I said, okay, well, let me add that into it. You know what I mean? So when I added it, took my comedy to the next level. I said, okay, well, that's good. He gave me some good advice. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
good
So,
game.
without a doubt.
And you was a good listener.
Got to be a good listener.
Have you picked up anything else on your own?
Oh, just like I say, just being up there, it's an art form. You know what I mean? You learn certain things just by being, you know, how to control the mic. You know what I mean? How you can make the mic, you know, work for you, close to you, far away. You know what I mean? You know, playing with it. You know, like one of the biggest tricks I learned in the game. A lot of the big comedians do it. They use the mic and they slap your leg like the joke is really hilarious, funny, and it makes the crowd, you know, laugh more. You know what I'm saying? But it's a trick. You know what I'm saying? You got to know this shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? You learn a lot. You know, you got tricks in the trade. You learn.
Like this nigga thinks it's funny. I think I do too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how it works. That's how it works.
Man, so have you been approached? Okay, so you said you met a billionaire. Now is he still in your life?
Yeah, so, you know, we don't jaw jack every day or shoot the shit, but you know, we touch bases from time to time. Holidays, I'll text him or something. You know.
Oh, make sure you make sure you
He
good.
hit
You
me,
make
I
sure
hit
he
him.
good.
You know, he didn't came back a couple of times, put some money in my pocket. You know what I mean? Bless me. You know, so
That's sweet, man.
yeah, without a doubt, he's been a real blessing.
That is a blessing.
Yeah,
and
real
and
cool
that
dude.
just came from him just seeing you, huh?
It came from just seeing me telling him my energy, like you said.
Oh, that
He
energy.
picked up my energy.
Yeah, you drew
That's right.
drew
Law of
him
attraction.
to you. Right. You drew him to you. Yeah, definitely. Now, have you had like celebrities come up to you in the crowds or anything like that?
No, I didn't perform for some celebrity. They said I was fun. Like Cedric Entertainer, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I met him at the when the Savoy was popping real tough. I met a lot of little, you know, Lisa Ray, you know what I mean? I met, you know, but nothing, you know. Like,
I know you was like, damn, that's Lisa Ray right there.
And I met Omarosa.
Oh, Amorosa.
Yes.
I didn't really. I guess I could say I met her, but it just was a quick little handshake.
Yeah, I took a picture with her.
Really?
Yeah, she said, it's a beautiful picture. I just had to be quiet because I was married. I said, shit, you don't even know. You don't even know, Omarosa. Shit. Yes, sir.
Keep that to yourself,
Yes,
girl.
sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I was watching this video today. One of the trending items is Ice Cube. It's trending because Ice Cube is putting out this whole. He's trying to get everybody to make sure they're making these demands on what we want from politicians and everything like that.
Yeah.
And so he put out his list of things that we should get, and it's pretty good, man. He got some prison reform on there. He's got what he doesn't have straight out reparations.
Yeah.
But he has this idea that like every child on their day of birth should get $1,000 to put into an account that
And watch it grow.
exactly, and basically literally let it grow. And when you turn 18, you got some options for yourself.
Yeah.
Things like that, man.
Yeah.
So do you got any ideas about stuff that we might need?
First, we got to love each other. That's our biggest problem we got. You know what I mean?
Say it again, partner.
That's the biggest
Say
problem
it
we got. You
again.
know, we can't think for nobody to fix us until we can fix ourselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we hate each other. We killing each other more than the police is killing us. I mean, they killing us, and we get outraged about that. But what about when them niggas out there gang banging? They killing
know,
motherfuckers on the
man.
regular. Ain't nobody getting outraged about that. It's a difference. When the police kill him, now we mad at the police, but we ain't mad at the dude who's killing the motherfucker who live down the street from him at the same time. So
I swear, man.
that's our first problem.
And look, and people want to act like that's not a problem,
Oh, that's a
man.
problem.
And it's not. And they will also want to act like it's not a bigger problem.
Oh, it's a problem.
And don't want to speak on it at all, as if we can't talk about both.
Yeah, it's a problem.
You know what I mean? It is a problem.
And they both a problem.
They both are problems.
But you got to fix them. You know what I mean? You got to fix them. And even if you stop the police from killing us, okay, you didn't gave police reform, They still killing motherfuckers. Did you
Right.
know 51 motherfuckers got shot in Chicago
Man.
over the holiday weekend?
Yeah, and that's a light weekend for them.
An 8-year little girl got killed. You know what I mean? They pulled up
Man.
on the side of the car and gunned the car down and killed the 8-year little girl. So that's what we should be protesting and walking the streets about.
Yeah.
Chicago, they got a bloodbath out there going
I
on
know,
right
man.
now. It's undescribable. How they killing each other out there. But people folk, the police kill. Okay, the police is killing, but Chicago just shot 51 motherfuckers.
Right.
In 4 days, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And killed that little girl.
And they not
That's what we need to
saying
be.
nothing.
That's a problem.
Right.
That's the bigger problem than the police shooting one.
Yeah.
From my experience, they're all a problem. But I'm saying, we got to fix ourselves.
Yeah, because look, one is two problems, right? One is waiting on someone else to do something different, which would be the police and the law enforcement and everything like that. But the other problem is something that you could do yourself. It's something that we could decide to change for ourselves, man. The next time you want to go shoot up the block, don't go do it.
What's the perks in it?
Yeah, what's the perks?
What's the grand reward?
Clout,
you know what I mean?
man. Is it the clout? Is it somebody think you bad? Somebody.
And the thing is now, it's a camera everywhere you go. More than likely, whatever you do, you on camera. Somebody's seen it.
Yeah.
So why take a chance of fucking your life up and going to be in jail for the rest of your life for some silly shit that ain't gonna have no value for the next 5-10 years you sit in prison?
Yeah.
It won't have no value. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
It won't have no value.
Nah.
The things that have value, you're gonna start losing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Wait, what you mean?
Like I said in prayer, I lost my mama. I lost a son. You know what I mean? So the things of great value, you know what I mean, to you, while you sitting in prison, them the things you're gonna lose. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Without a doubt.
Man, I just wish we could pay attention to what you're saying, because us sticking together solves almost all our problems,
Solve them
man. From financial to our place, our spending power, to our safety in our neighborhoods.
To our place in society.
Yeah. How about that?
It changes everything.
Changes everything.
That's right.
Like that.
'Cause now we together. With
Like
unity,
that.
just
It don't
like that.
matter. Because look, if we together, it doesn't matter who wins the presidency. It never matters, because we got say-so when we're a unit, right? We
Yes,
get whatever
sir.
you want from whichever president.
Without a doubt.
But when we're all like divided and all that, you ain't getting jack shit,
No,
man.
not at all.
I'm tired of it, man, honestly.
Without a doubt.
What else did I want to say? So what you got coming up next, man? What's some of your goals? Because here's the thing. Obviously, you put your mind to this whole thing and you got into execution mode, right?
Without a doubt.
There are some folks who say, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. But when they get the opportunity, they don't really necessarily execute, It's just like a bright idea, you know what I mean? So what you got your mind on for next year, 5 years, so on?
Well, I'm in the process. I'm writing a book right now.
Oh, dope.
Writing a book on my life, you know what I mean? And I already started the book, and the book is going to be very enlightening. A lot of people say that about the book, but I write like I talk. Mm-hmm. Like, I start my book say, it was a dark and stormy night, and the wind was rushing through the trees. Mm-hmm. I said, this actually has nothing to do with the book. I just always wanted to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The day that etched in my mind is June 19th, 1995. That's the day I caught a life sentence. You know what I mean? But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Mm-hmm. Let me take you back to the very beginning, to how I made these choices and decisions to wind up with this life sentence. And then I go off into my book. You know what I mean? But I know how to grab you from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a dark and stormy. Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Cool. But I like that now. What else you got to say? You know what I mean? So you got to know how to draw them in, and so I know how to. That's
dope.
That's right. So, yeah.
So now, what's your process like? Are you writing as in talking into a recorder, or are you
writing with a pen and paper on regular paper? That's like I was in the pen, sitting on my desk in the pen, getting it down. You know what I'm saying? Writing them letters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I write with the pen and paper, man. So that's how I feel comfortable with. So I've been doing that. So that's my plan. I plan on getting that out the way before this year's up, and shopping it around. I think I got a story that can sell. Everybody want to hear a story of a person, who started off, down and out, with a whole lot of distractions, and caused a lot of destruction along the way in life. Mm-hmm. But went to prison, caught a life sentence, and figured out, and got back out here and got on the stage. Like the name of the book is from prison to the stage.
Oh, okay.
You know
That's
what I
dope.
mean? So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's going to be a nice little eye catcher. You know what I mean? It's going to share, my story. But not only is it going to share my story, it's going to talk about what led me to prison. See, a lot of people just, I went to prison, I did this, I did that. No, that ain't why I went to jail. I went to jail because of some other deep shit that happened when I was a kid. I was a broken little boy who grew up to be a broken young man who, was mad at the world. You know what I mean? So I caused havoc and chaos and destroyed, my peoples and my community, selling drugs and gang banging because I didn't have no value for myself. You know what I mean? Because I had some issues that, that needed to be, resolved and didn't take to get resolved. I was about 40-something years old, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was me being in prison, being in self-help groups, you know what I mean? Then start facilitating self-help groups, you know what I mean? And just understanding, the depth of, why you become the person that you are, you know what I mean? And most of everybody that's sitting in prison who, whatever life, whatever kind of chaos their life's in, it stems from some childhood trauma that happened to them that's been unresolved.
And it's everybody,
It's everybody, every race, creed, or color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without them issues being resolved, you grow up, and them issues are still there.
Yeah.
And they laying dormant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They still there. Why you think the little boy is? You see him and you say something to him, he tears shit up, and something's going on with this little boy. This is not normal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody is done something to him. He'd have been hurt. You know what I mean? He'd have been something has shattered this little boy.
Abandoned.
Whatever.
Destroyed mentally, whatever it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And so when you understand that part of it, you look at people different. You don't say, he's just an idiot. No, this dude got something that happened to this dude. And the deeper the trauma, the deeper the criminal activity sometimes. You know what I mean? So you got a motherfucker out there killing motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Something that happened to him as a child that he felt he was taken advantage of. So now he feel like I ain't never gonna be taken advantage of no more.
Right.
I got the right, and now I'm big enough now to be the bully. Now I'm big enough to be the person who's the predator as far as being the prey this time. You know what I mean? And you adapt that kind of mentality. You know what I mean? And you grow up with that. Like I ain't gonna never let nobody do this to me, or I ain't gonna never let nobody make me feel this way again. You know what I mean? And so you build this tough wall up, and you go out here and you execute this person that you invented.
That you created,
You created.
You create
yes,
this person,
You create
man.
this person. That's what you do.
And back to what you said, you really creating this person with your thoughts and your energy.
Without a doubt.
And you're too young to know what energy is
Without
and all
a doubt.
that. But you are creating this person based on your experiences,
Yes,
unfortunately. And usually it's your experiences with other adults, not other adults, but with adults,
Without a doubt.
in your life.
Yeah.
Whether it's parents, teachers, aunties, uncles,
Whatever.
neighbors, whoever it is. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
Man.
That's how it happens.
Well, look, man, we at the end of our hour. Like I said, we always wish we had more minutes, man. I really appreciate you coming through,
Thanks
man.
for having
for
me,
real,
bro.
man.
Thanks
This
for
was
having
some
me.
good sharing right here, man. I
Appreciate
hope
you, my
somebody got some good knowledge out of that.
Appreciate you.
And the thing that I love the most, man, is your thoughts, man, become your reality,
That's
man.
become reality,
It's
man.
real.
Without a doubt.
It's real, party
Without a
people.
doubt.
It's not some little shit
change
you
your
just
thoughts, you
hear
change your
somebody-
life.
Yeah, and it don't have to take long.
No,
you
it
know what
doesn't.
I mean?
No, it doesn't.
You can like train your mind to become, whatever you want it to be, which will then change your existence into whatever you want it to be quickly.
Absolutely.
If you stick with it, if you stay
Absolutely.
positive, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean, and focus, you know what I mean, and have some goals and good energy, you get that back.
Yes, sir.
You get that back. Last thing I wanted to say is, how do you feel about what the energy you give off to people? What they can get from that? What positivity are people getting from you now? You know what I mean?
I get a lot of people tell me they're inspired by me. You know what I mean? The fact, like a lot of people I know, they've been knowing me. 'Cause a lot of people thought I was gonna be the same person. I was really. I'll tell you. Hey.
You're trying to explain it, but hey, man, I get it.
Hey, I was really, so
Yeah.
a lot of people really thought I was gonna come out here and be that exact same person I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a little older, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one thing I come to learn is, people tolerate a young food, but nobody likes old food.
Yeah.
Nobody, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So people always tell me I inspire them, you know what I mean? They always say, your story inspires me, you know what I mean? I see what you did. You got out and you really just was serious about what you wanted to do, and you came out here and executed. You didn't have no excuses, so a lot of people, is inspired by my story, and the things that I'm out there accomplishing, within such a short time. So
They appreciate that.
that's right. Just let you know, see, what I always tell people is this here, and this is life. Nobody remembers how you start. They're only going to remember how you finish.
Right.
Look at Bill Cosby. We ain't gonna remember the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
We always gonna remember Bill was giving white ugly bitches pills. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I remember about Bill. Bill was giving these ugly bitches pills. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So
Cocaine.
Yes.
Cocaine.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, tell the party people where they can find you, man.
Well, listen, you can find me. My name is Stacey Taylor, Senior on Facebook, or Stacey Comedian on Facebook, Instagram, Stacey Comedian. And you can find me. I'm at the Sugar Shack every Thursday night. The doors open at 8. The show starts at 9. That's 1827 West Imperial Highway, Los Angeles, California, 937. Come on down to the Sugar Shack. Get you some of the sugar I got for you. Mwah!
I don't think I want to come there. I don't think I will be coming, man, to that shit. All right, y'all. I'm King Mike Boogie on all my stuff, man. Follow the party people. Thanks, POTUS. Raise the roof. And shit, man. We out of here, y'all. Love y'all.
Peace.
Peep, 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 peep.
Hey, oh man, I love that loveliness right there. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. You a thunderstorm and I'm Katrina. I'm a big giant and you Thumbelina. I saw my first reggae show with Tipatinas with Pato Bantan smoking his Sensamina. You dress like a ballerina. I'm a Leo, the real king. Like